All right. Welcome everyone back to Smack the Rack 607 Ball Busters. Today we got myself, Braedyn.
I'm Zach.
Rack 607 Ball
And
Busters.
Aaron.
All right, and we got some nice topic for you guys today. We might have John Tiffany joining us later today. We're not too sure on that yet. If not, that's all right. But right now, let's get this going. So on the today's topic, I got bam updated arsenal, updated bags. I know we all have had some time since the last podcast we've talked about this, but you two I think have had the most changes done to
Yeah,
your arsenals.
for sure.
I'd say
Aaron, why don't you kick it off? Go ahead.
Considering I dropped from 15 pound to 14 pound, and am in the process of doing a brand change from Motive to the Brands of Brunswick. Right
So
now,
what do you? I said, what do you got?
right now in the 14 pound category, I still do have a couple Motive balls. I have a Motive Primal Shock. Love that thing right now though, especially at Midway. I also have a Motive Jackal Ghost in 14.
say
Now,
Jackal
the
Ghost is
Brunswick,
always good.
yeah. Now in the Brunswick, I have the NU Blue Hammer. I also have a Hammer Black Raw, the solid.
Oh, okay.
The black and orange,
The
or
black with the
black with
orange
the
logo.
orange. Yeah.
Yep.
And the newest addition to the arsenal I just got is my Quantum Evo Response,
Quantum Evo
which is
response.
it's got the new HK22 cover stock pearl,
Oh, okay, okay.
and it was actually recently discontinued.
I was gonna say because I don't even recall ever hearing of that ball. I remember, the Quantum Evo, Solid Pearl and Hybrid. But I don't ever remember the response even being announced. So it must have been with like
It was one of the
one of the other
one that came
Defender
up.
Hybrid, Ultimate Defender, Innovator, came out with something else
It was
that
one
was
of the
kind of just
first.
like swept under the rug.
It was one of the first runs with the HK22 cover.
Okay, so yeah, so back around the
It
Defender
was,
Hybrid time frame.
yes, it was like the Defender hybrid. The Katana. There's not the Strike.
Assault.
Yeah, maybe. No, whatever the blue and black Katana was.
Oh, the assassin.
No, shoot,
Or
I can't think.
Assault or Slash or Strike or
The
Something.
one of
katana.
those.
Yeah.
It was one of those.
Yes. But that's really what I've been bringing.
What colors did you say?
Katana
Uh,
Assault, blue and black.
Yeah.
okay. hmm
So
That's what I've been. That's what I've been bringing to leagues.
nice, nice. Zach, would you like to? Because you've also made the change to 14 pound.
I have.
So
So sorry, one second. I'm doing something that I didn't expect to do right now. But so anyway. Switch to 14, like Braden said. I noticed kind of like as I was coming back, and I touched on this in one of the last podcasts we did. My arm is kind of feeling dead, towards the end of the night. And I'm like, all right, I have some bigger events coming up that are more than just 3 games. I need to do something to kind of build that back up. So I've like been like, working my arm a bit and whatnot. But I also decided I'm gonna drop to 14. And Braden, I just realized how freaking close up we are on this thing. Holy crap. Um, so what I did was I spoke with most of our PSOs, Doug, and I'm like, I'm gonna start, working on a 14-pound arsenal. I had some new inbox 15-pound stuff that I did trade for 14 stuff. Kind of like a 4 for 3, which is fine because I wanted to downsize anyway. So I've picked up all in 14-pound, of course, the Harsh Reality 900 Global, the Extreme Envy by Hammer. Picked up a new Ripcord Launch. Picked up Crimson Jackal, Hype Solid from Rotogrip. What else have I gotten? The Evoke, Tank Rampage Pearl, Supernova from Storm, a Wolverine Mutant, which is an overseas ball from Global, Tour Dynamics, which I think I talked about already, Hustle M&M, the Envision Pearl, and the Trek Theorem. And I think that's everything. The reason for so much is because of me doing like these bigger events, like on challenge patterns, and not always having the greatest look with my normal league bag. So I grabbed some other items as well, and I completely went for it. The only thing that I still throw that's 15 is my spare ball. I don't throw any of my 15-pound stuff anymore. I'm trying to sell it all off or whatever, which Braedyn, we still got to talk about the one.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is pretty much my updated arsenal. I've been looking at a couple other things, but I'm going to let everything I have now ride and see how it goes.
Nice.
I'll say I do know I am doing a have a ball league, and
Then he froze.
We've lost him.
We lost him. It's not me this time.
Yeah, for once.
Shut up. Speaking of which, we got to talk about when we are getting together with Midway and talk all that stuff out.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I just missed 90% of that because
Yeah, you dropped. Like,
Yeah,
it was
froze.
you this time, my friend. It wasn't me. Even though I'm noticing I'm looking a little
No,
pixelated, but I think it's just because
you're
on an iPad.
Yeah, you're on an iPad now. Yeah, okay, now you should be good, Aaron. Nope. There you go.
Nope, he's back.
Okay, it's just constantly freezing now.
So go quick. You're doing a have a ball and what?
I plan on getting the Trek Archetype Hybrid out of it.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Okay. So, for me, nothing much has changed in my arsenal. I just realized I'm like talking down like on my full screen. I'm like so far down on it. There we go. So, yeah, nothing. I think I've gotten rid of one, and then no, I've gotten rid of two, and then kind of replaced them both. I'm trying to remember from the last podcast that we did, but currently, right now, I still
owe you money for the one.
Currently, right now, I have the Venom Blue Coral, the Crimson Jackal. That's new. That's the newest of all of them. The Carbine Tank. I got the. Oh my God, I'm blanking. Pride Empire, Zen 900 Global, and I'm missing one, and I'm like, Jackal Legacy. My Jackal Legacy. So, yeah.
Yep.
So, I think from the last podcast, it was just the newest ones are the Crimson and the Carbine. The Crimson, I absolutely love. I adore it. It has not led me astray. I can throw that whenever I feel like. It will sometimes come out of the bag like halfway through the third game during leagues, and then I just switch over to my Blue Coral. I'm good. That's been my 1-2 combo for the past month and a half of Crimson, Blue Coral. And that's served me very well for how they both roll and react to the lanes. The Crimson has my 300 on it, and it has 2 games that were almost 300s as well during the 270s, high 270s. So it's been very, very well to me. Cannot complain. Cannot give him enough praise for it. I'm so glad I got it on launch pretty much. So, and then Zach had to copy me and get his as well.
You knew I was planning on getting mine, so shut up.
Mm-hmm. But I
I'm
think
the
from
only
the
one that's
last,
planning on not getting one.
well, from the last podcast, I think we did when we were talking about it. It was like all of us were like, "Yeah, we're getting it."
We're gonna get it, and then Braedyn and I are the only two that did,
Yeah.
because John's more of a SPI guy, and now Beavis and Butthead here are B7.
Not motives anymore. They're switching their motives out.
Hey,
Love you guys, but
I'll still drill a motor every now and then. I'm just not gonna ever drill another Storm product again.
Yeah.
well, you said that when we switched to Motive 2 years ago.
Yes, and I haven't drilled another Storm product since.
Even though you toyed with drilling the Eternity because it's so close to the alternate reality. You toyed with it. You didn't do it, but you thought about it.
But
I was drilling what? There again.
You what?
It froze again.
Oh, I said even though you toyed with drilling the Eternity because it's so close to the altered reality.
Yeah, and I didn't.
No, I know. But
I'm going back to what I was bowling with before Motive.
But are we looking at any new pieces on the market or that are coming up?
I'm not necessarily looking at anything right now. If anything, I would start to stash stuff away.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty set. I mean, I still have 3 or 4 at Doug's shop that need holes put in them now. So why am I going to look at more when I still need to put holes in what I already got?
Yeah.
I'm looking at 2 more. I'm only looking at 2 to 3 more.
Only.
Oh,
Crack Stealth, solid.
All right.
That's my big piece. Take the place of the Ghost. Second, the Hazmat.
Oh, okay.
And
yep, I knew the hazmat.
And the third, I'm thinking of like a raw hybrid.
So another
Yeah.
raw to complement your other one. Okay.
The raw hybrid, I'm gonna drill exactly like how I have my top thrill.
Gotcha.
Put the pin in the middle. That way I have an exact complement.
Yeah.
A matchup, because I feel that my top thrill I could play however I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Either go flat or hook the lane with it.
Right.
See, I'm not really, there's nothing really that's piqued my interest in terms of, because the only real slot that I'm kind of looking for is that Sim Solid, and that's it. And for Motive, I'm limited to 3 options, and that's currently out right now. Is the Raptor Fury, the Shock, the Venom Shock, and then the Top Thrill Solid. I don't like the Shock. I don't like the Thrill. And I don't mind the Raptor, but I wanted something a little on the lower end because I already have the Legacy that's on the same line as it. But it's just ASIM and Sim. So I'm like, I just want something in the lower end of it. But that's about it.
Braedyn, do you have Jopo?
Nope. Turbo.
Darn.
So I've
Skyrim.
heard scuttlebutt, and I don't know how much I can say about the next release from Motive. Kind of fitting that range you're talking about.
It's going in the dead center of the chart, I have a feeling.
Yeah, I've heard that they're looking, and I don't know how accurate this is going to be, at putting a weaker cover, doing one of 2 things. Either putting a weaker cover on the Forge line to bring it down to that next row, or introducing either a new ripcord or a spin-off of the ripcord line, like the Envy line is the Obsession line.
Yeah. I hope it's
because
the full.
the envy line is the continuation of the obsession, just like the eternity line is the continuation of the reality.
Yeah, I hope they do the forge. I was literally just looking. I have the ball guy pulled up, and I'm literally looking at it, and I'm thinking, I'm like, I have a feeling they're going with a new forge. Like, if they were to do one, it's gonna be a solid forge because the Ember is hybrid. The Iron Forge was Pearl, and then the Nuclear Forge was Pearl. They haven't done a solid
Right.
yet. So I was like,
They have.
I'm like, oh well, I mean like in the past like 3 of the forges.
About
Like,
to say Forge Flare was a solid, and I had
yeah,
that, and I got rid of
Mm.
it.
yeah. So I kind of they're
Before,
gonna what's gonna happen is they're gonna throw the leverage cover. That's what's gonna happen. They're
more
gonna
than
throw the
likely.
leverage on it, and I won't be mad at that. I mean, it's a good cover. Obviously, if they're throwing it on 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, no 5,
Pretty much
5
like
of their
Brunswick with the
current ones out,
HK22.
and then for their propulsion, it's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are their 2 favorite cover stocks right now.
It's like with the Brunswick products, they're throwing the HK22 on everything now.
Yeah, but and then with the Venom Hyper, the only selling point for me, it was pink. It was a pretty pink ball.
It's ping pong.
It was
All
like,
very
I'm like,
good
I
though.
don't need it. I have
Let's
my
just say
coral.
it
So
replaced one ball I liked,
what?
and I
The
still
fail.
have it here.
The fail.
Is it the fatal?
The good old Fatal Venom.
I didn't like the fatal, so
It is literally more of an accurate
maybe
Venom shock.
I was like, if I didn't have the carbine tank, I would have said, I'm like, maybe I wouldn't like the sim
Pearl.
gear core
Yeah, it's sitting right behind me.
because I didn't like the shock, and I somewhat liked the black venom. I had the recoil for years, and and now I have the blue coral. So, um, but
Hey, I
yeah,
have Black Venom for sale.
I'm good. I don't need another ASIM piece. I need some symmetricals. I have 2 symmetricals.
I mean, technically, in fairness, you can cheat an ASIM ball and drill the mass bias in the thumb, like drill the mass bias out in the thumb
I'm
and
not
turn it into a
psychotic.
symmetrical.
I'm not psychotic.
So I did with the freaking Evoke, and look at that.
That's what you did to that thing?
Yeah.
Oh jeez, but
And yet, what I did with my Quantum Evo, I sit there, I copied my Pride Empire, and it plays very similar until blades break down. That's hyper reactive
I
off
would say
the
that's
outside.
literally what I did with my Crimson. I told Doug, I brought my Pride Empire, and then I brought the Crimson. I'm like, this on this, please.
Yeah.
That's literally what I did. I'm like, as soon as I
Yep.
saw the videos for it, I was like, yeah, that's what I want, and it
Yep.
hasn't led me astray. So, but alrighty. So next on the topic list, we have the upcoming Chacos event that is this coming weekend. I am not
Not
doing
going.
it. Okay, so only
I
one of
say,
us can talk about it
I guess that's me.
because I'm not. I will be
Let me
out of
pull it up
town
here.
for that. I'll technically be where in the state it's in, just not in its direction.
Just not there.
Yeah. I'll be about another hour south from it.
Oh,
But
goddamn.
yeah. And
All right.
if anyone who's seen our previous live stream for Chacos, the video shall be coming up this week. There is 4 hours worth of footage that I'm having to edit that thing. So it's taken a little bit for it. But it will be coming out this week. So you'll be seeing the lovely Rage compilation
I
I'll
am
be
probably
putting
gonna wind up
together
getting
of
off.
Zach.
Hey.
You were smacking a lot during that time.
I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna wind up getting off. I keep freezing up, and it's just getting annoying.
All right.
Okay, Bob.
All right, no worries.
I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, see you,
Later,
man.
buddy.
And now the entire scene is messed up. So this is what we're gonna do.
I'll wait and I'll.
No. You can talk. I am literally just gonna do this real quick.
Say John just messaged. They just got home. I'm like, if you want to come in, feel free. Don't feel obligated.
Oh my god, if he comes in, then that's amazing.
Well, it won't be for a little while because he literally just got home, so he still has to like take out Dozer and feed Dozer and whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's gonna be a little bit.
I'm just gonna do that for a second, so that it's just on us.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I could fucking do this. I would say you can talk about Chacos. You can go
Okay.
through it.
So Chaco's April 7th. Hopefully this one goes the best one yet. Obviously my best one so far was about a year or so now. It was actually John's first Chacos. I wound up missing the cut by a whopping 24 pins. That has by far been my best finish. So hopefully I can, get in that gear, get in that realm. We're bowling on the 2024 PBA Carter, the 39-foot pattern, so it should be pretty good. Dull balls aren't going to necessarily look the greatest, but I think I'll have a pretty solid look overall. What I'm leaning towards right now is Crimson, Evoke, probably the Envision Pearl, Extreme Envy, and Tank is what I'm leaning towards. I'm probably going to throw one more in there somewhere, probably being the Hustle M&M. Haven't decided yet. Really quick, this is what the pattern looks like. So it's not
Carter.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not super crazy, but it should be interesting. Fun fact about this is, at least as of right now, and it's not confirmed, unless you know something I don't, Bray. 607 Ballbusters fan, little sister of one, girlfriend of another, is going to be doing her first Chakras event, and that's Riley. So that's really excited. Her and I are going to go, and we're going to hopefully do it together. And who knows, maybe we'll both fare well. But that is Chacos. I will hopefully get a live stream going for it. That's the plan anyway. I don't know if there will actually be a vlog for it. If Braedyn wants to try and take footage and create a vlog for it, feel free. But if we want to just roll the live stream, I could probably even live stream it to the YouTube channel instead of Facebook. So, yeah. And he's being summoned by, I'm assuming, his mother.
Oh, no, it was my
Oh, hi, Jim. So that is Chacos.
There we go.
I thought at least one more of us are doing it, but apparently not.
Oh, like Aaron, you thought Aaron was gonna be doing it?
I thought Aaron or Brandyn would be doing it, but Brandyn told me the other day he's not, and then Aaron just confirmed that he's not. So,
well,
there's that.
Okay, well, I'm not getting this going, but we'll just leave it how it is.
We can just run it like this, and then if John pops in, then
that's what I was
back.
gonna do, and then now it's, for whatever reason, all fucked up.
You want all fucky wucky on you?
Yep.
All right, Bray. What's next?
All
Maybe
right,
something we can both talk on.
Yeah. So up next on the list is leagues are winding down. Our leagues are starting to end. We have the Friday one we both participate in. That is ending this coming week. And I won't be here for that. So
yeah, I was saying you're not even going to be there.
Nope. And then
where are you again?
I'll be in PA. I'll be leaving that day.
Oh, you're there the whole week. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were there the whole weekend.
Yep. So we'll be down in PA doing stuff, and then what was it? I think the following week my Monday one ends, and then the next one Wednesday ends. I think, because they're not all. I'll check real quick, because I know they all don't end at once. So
Yeah. While you look that up, obviously Braedyn talked about Friday already. But I also have my Thursday night league that I wound up joining 3 weeks ago for a guy who injured himself. So we just had our divisional playoffs, or our divisional position round, I should say. This past week, we took 4 out of 5 in that. So we were seeded number 1 going into the playoffs, and it is a 3-week playoff. So that literally, I just realized, Braedyn, takes me 1, 2, 3. That literally takes me to the Thursday right before our summer league starts. So I don't get a break.
when does did you find out when the doubles?
Yeah, it's the last Thursday in April, the 25th.
Let me mark it. 25th of April.
So I don't get a break again.
So, and then yeah, so I just looked. So my Monday ones, or sorry, my Wednesday will, that I was correct in that order. So Friday one first, Wednesday one second, and then my Monday will end the following week.
Gotcha.
So where are our averages looking like?
On Fridays, I finished with, I believe, a 205, 206, which is about 7 points down from last year. Partially in due to the fact of, not to keep blaming the ankle, but I
You're
missed
blaming the
five and a
ankle.
half. Shut up. I missed 5 or 6 weeks in the beginning of the season, and then on top of that, I had some weeks where I was in a slump, not because of the ankle, and it really brought my average down.
Mm-hmm.
I was feeling good the first 2 weeks of the season. After week 2, I had a 219 average, and I plummeted right back down. At one point, I was actually at a 198, and I fought it back up to a 206, I believe. So I mean, that's not awful.
Yeah.
To get down that far and fight it back that way.
So depending on when
Yeah.
this got updated, it's either a 202 or a 203. Depending on when it got updated, if it counts this past week or the 2 days ago.
Yeah. So this week will count. It was not updated yet. This week will count.
Gotcha.
That's what this week was for building on average. Why,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah,
But,
so I'll be like a 203 for Fridays. That's fine, because it was kind of just my fun league.
Well, and not only that, but you also got thrown into it. Like, you weren't doing
Yeah.
it originally.
Yeah, well, I kept subbing for a lot of people during that time. So it wasn't anything major, but so for my Monday one, I am averaging currently right now. I still have 2 more weeks probably. I don't think last week will count for average. I have a 207 average in that. That one is just like I kind of shot myself in the foot for doing really well in the beginning, and then it would like dip down, and now it's like to increase my average by anything, I have to shoot like 700 every single time. Like right now, I have to shoot 675 to increase it by 1.
Yeah.
So it's a little more of an uphill climb for that one, but it's whatever. If I can get it to a 210 by the end of it, probably not. I can probably get it to a 209. It's whatever.
Yeah.
I did good with it. My team is currently 13th, so that's fine.
Nice.
But
yeah, so I just looked. So my average finished on Fridays at a 206. 206.47. And then I have the Tavern League as well, which that's the Thursday night league. I wound up having 51 games in that, which all but the last few weeks were just subbing.
Yeah.
So probably 42 games, I'm going to say, were just me subbing.
Oh, jeez.
Just, yeah, I subbed that much. But in that league, I finished with a 209.9. Well, I shouldn't say I finished because we're still going. But going into next week, I'll have a 209.9 average. So still got a chance to get one of my leagues to 210 plus.
There you go. And I just fixed our scene a little bit so it's like looks
It's not just like a
resembles.
black wall.
Yeah. It was I was trying to do that initially and just kept bugging, so I was like, I'll leave it for a second. And now it's like this. So
And then those are my only two leagues that I'll have book averages for next year, because I did not sub enough on Tuesdays, Mondays, or Wednesdays, mostly because of work. Tuesdays, I think I'm done subbing the other nights. I know I'm done subbing Monday and Wednesday. I know I'm done subbing Monday and Wednesday because of work, but 209 in the Dick Harvey. That's Tuesdays at Ripix. Then there's the Binghamton City League, which is Tuesdays at Midway, because I'll sub back and forth. And that averages in 9 games is 224. Because I've consistently gone up. I've gone 667, 675, and 677. So
nice.
I mean,
there you go. You're doing something,
I
doing something right.
Yep. I only subbed in the American League once this year. Averaged 208 in that. Michael J. Cusick I subbed in twice, and I averaged 229. Because the second time I subbed in it, I casually, shot like 747 or something like that. 727, excuse me. Willie May I subbed once, averaged 224.
Yeah, and that was against me.
Yep, that was against you. That was the night you shot your 300.
Yeah, because you took my parking spot. No, it was funny. The week after that for the Monday, someone took my parking spot. I didn't know who, but I was like, you son of a bitch.
Gotta get there earlier, buddy.
I thought I did. I got there at my usual time, so I almost had a 300 that night. I had a 277, I think, and it was weird because it was like the lanes were playing really tight that night, and in the second game I was just finally able to like get something going. I was a little surprised because I knew I was a little slow. It was it was a 9th frame. I had the front 8. It was a 9th frame, and I knew I was a little slow with it, but that lane was a little tighter than the other one, so I thought I could get bailed out. Nope, it went high, and then I think left the 610. So I was like, fuck. So, but yeah.
You suck.
Yeah, I did suck that night. That was my only good game. I went like I literally.
Did you like 169 to a 278 to like a 190 or something?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, but I couldn't get any carry that second game or that third game. I made the right call of switching, and then
it's like wee.
Yeah. So and then for my Wednesday league, I am averaging 212. So that's my much better one. I only have to increase my average by 1 with a 662. So that's at least a lot more doable than Monday. And our team is placed 11th in that, so that'll be good. And I looked at the scores last week because I wasn't there. I was like, oh, how are they doing? And I look at the scores. I'm like, I think I dodged the bullet because no, legit, because the first game, my teammate Larry, he only shot a 175. So I'm like,
was it that they talk about putting themselves in timeout? Is that what they do?
Yeah, I'm like, I think I dodged a bullet on that one. So, but yeah, for that league at least, this team that I'm in, we're not coming back next year. We put down we weren't, so which is
Oh,
fine.
the Wednesday night.
Yeah, which is fine. I'll figure out something to do.
Yeah.
If I just do Monday, Friday, that's fine for me. But
I said we still got to figure out Fridays next year because my
oh
whole
yeah,
team's
that's
not
right.
coming back. My whole team's not coming back, so we got to figure out because there's 7 or 8 of us. If we put,
We might be able to get 4 now. Now with changes, so.
Mhm. Which
But
I still got to talk with that person about at some point.
yeah. So, but anyway, moving on. Let's
Yep.
talk about speaking of what speaking of our summer leagues coming up.
Summer.
Summer leagues, how are we doing?
Let's do it.
I think we're
I'm
both
doing
doing
2.
though. I would say I think we're both
I
doing
think
the
we're both
same
doing the
too.
same ones.
So as we mentioned before, and I asked, we're doing a doubles on Thursday
Yep.
nights. Is that 3 or 4 games?
I think it's just 3.
Oh, okay, because I know some doubles are like 4 games.
4 games. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it's just your standard 3. It is on like I don't know if it's actually Sports Shot or if it's just like Modified House.
I hope it's just
So it is going
modified
to be a little bit.
house.
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm like 98% positive it's Modified House.
Yeah, and that one's just at
And actually,
midway.
you know who I could ask is either John French or Joey Bizarnik because they both did it last year.
Yep. But yeah, it's just at midway lanes. So at least we'll be able to do the end of the year thing with the pros now. So we get into that and possibly a new video. As well.
We gotta schedule a
talk.
meeting and talk and make sure we're all.
I mean, I'm sure it'll just be
on the
easiest
same page.
when we get there for that first Thursday. That'd probably be the easiest time. Or...
Ideally, I would like to do it sooner just because I don't know when he actually starts the itinerary for it. So I want to get it done as soon as possible.
Gotcha.
So maybe next Tuesday because we said we're going to do it this Tuesday and then I never messaged him and he said he wants a few days notice just so he can make sure he's free.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely respectable. That being said, guys, local people, 607, get down to Midway Lanes this summer. Join yourself a spring summer league. Come hang out with the pros at the end of the season. There's going to be 17 or 18 pros there, including the likes of Kyle Troop, EJ Teckett, Danielle McEwen, Liz Culkin, Norm Duke, and so many more. Make sure you get your entries in. Come on down Midway Lanes and check out the spring summer league.
That'd be funny if they got Belmo.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sure that's a struggle to try to get him.
I said I want to see them get some people in the house, and I think they finally have one this year, if I'm not mistaken.
But so we're doing that on Thursdays, and then the following day on that for the weeks.
Yeah.
For our Friday
we're going
nights,
to the opposite side of the county. I'm kidding.
we're going over to our Ripix Carousel Lanes, and doing their summer sports shot league.
Yes.
I did that last year, and
I filled in for you a couple times in that.
That was torture.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but you know what? It's definitely worth the challenge, especially if you want to get better.
Oh, Logan Halley just said they have Packy from the house this year. So
Packy I forgot about that.
Packy's coming? I didn't know that. That's pretty sick.
First off, what's up, Logan? How you doing, buddy?
But yeah, so I did.
I probably looked at the catalog, saw Packy, and it didn't even faze me.
I didn't look yet, so my guess was shot. But yeah, for our Friday sports shot league, I did that last year during the summer, and the only reason it sucked was because I sucked that summer. I was sucked that summer. I think I was doing way too much, and I wasn't able to adjust right until the very end of the season, and correct some things. I also had some minor injuries here and there. I pulled a hamstring. Well, I not necessarily pulled it because it wasn't.
You had your wrist at 1.2, didn't you?
But yeah, I hurt my wrist. It's still kind of in recovering, not recovery, but I still tape it up here and there just to make sure. And then I kind of threw out my back last year because I would have back spasms. So, do you want to read that?
Y'all should get in our channel. Wait a minute. What's up, guys? My friend wrote me into doing the Midway League, so I'll be at the party with the pros at the end of the season. Also, y'all should get in our channel's major that we are doing. I thought I saw you post something about that. No, we wanna bring up a special guest who wants to pop in. Is that a thing?
Is that a thing? I mean, we could if you want to.
I mean, is that going to mess up? I mean, I know it's going to mess up your screen a little bit, but
No, it should be fine with how we have it. I might have to adjust it a little bit, but not. You'll be able to see us. Bro,
yeah.
I honestly just, this might be the new layout because to set up everything, it is torture. So,
Yeah. Just make the boxes smaller and just have full layout.
yeah, I mean, yeah, we should be fine, but
anyway, so while we wait for Logan's response there, yeah, Braedyn's doing it. I'm doing it. Riley's doing that as well. I think a couple of her college teammates are doing that too. So kind of be cool to be out on the lanes with them.
I think two of them.
I know Allison mentioned it, and I think Anton mentioned it. I don't know about. Like
I was
Louis
thinking.
or
I
Ronnie
was just
Maddie.
thinking. Yeah, I was just thinking Anton and Ronnie. Honestly, I always forget who's around this area.
Yeah.
So it's
Well, I don't know if Louis is technically around the area.
No, he's not. He was just there to support his friend when we saw him. So
He just made a trip down.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, well, that kind of transitions nicely into this. If we want to move on from here. So the regional, we had a regional here.
What was the question? I was distracted in my editing. If you wanted to swing on up here, Logan, and maybe you could mention about your channel's major and give yourself a little self-advertising if you want. But Braedyn, go ahead in the meantime.
Yeah, no. So we had a PBA regional over at Ripex. What, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago now?
2 weeks?
Yeah, it would have been 2 weeks.
No, it was just last week. So it was the same night as Battle of the Bars. That was just a week ago.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so okay, so 1 week ago. And we bowled on 40-foot Don Johnson? Yeah,
yes.
40-foot Don Johnson. It wasn't bad. I was fortunate enough, the Ripex does sweepers every Sunday, and they threw out they did this twice for the weeks leading up to the regional. They threw the pattern out so you can try it, and so I went there, got some more reps in on it, and I was able to narrow a bag down pretty easily with that. And
I still say the first week was something else, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It just from how it played when I was actually out there to how it looked when you were out there, because I was obviously watching the second time. It did not look anywhere near the same, in my honest opinion.
But it was
Logan. Check your Facebook Messenger.
But it wasn't bad. Like when I was out there at the regional, I threw it pretty consistently, and my scores were actually I have my scores written down. They weren't high. I only went +1s, which is much better than last year, during that regional. But I felt like I had a good idea with things, and I just needed to execute. The execution needed to be a little better. So the first game shot 176. Second game, 154. Third game, 160. And then fourth game, 214. Game 5, 189. That could have been plus if I did not split it in the 9th and the 10th frame. That's killed me. And then the 6th game, 182. 7th game, 177. and then the last game 158-7, and that's when I just kind of I got tired and there was not a lot of carry. I had a lot of 9 spares on that one. Good takeaways. The first 3 games and almost the 4th game, I struck out in the 10th frame. So that was a very good takeaway. But an issue I ran into that I learned thankfully during the practice is I usually wear Hallmark shoes or Hallmark shoes.
Hallmark. Yep.
And I asked because they are not on the list for PBA approved apparel, and I asked if I could wear them, and I got told no. And I said, "What if I covered up the logo?" I got told no. So I had
Which is
another
weird, 'cause
pair
there is a
of
rule somewhere that you have to, that if you cover a logo, because they have you cover up logos on your
yeah,
jerseys.
they did that. They did that
you're
for
fine.
jerseys. I don't think because it's a jersey, and it's not a shoe. It's a lot more ambiguous if it's a jersey.
Look at you using big words.
Yeah, so I had another pair of shoes that were legal, and they were Brunswick, but the only thing was the sliding foot was on both feet, and that was throwing me off. And also, I felt like I was sliding so far, felt like I was kept going over the foul line, and I just couldn't get my feet underneath me. So, thankfully, Jeff had some shoes somewhat in my size, and I was able to throw them on, and I got them. So
Got Mr. Holly.
What's up? Hey,
What's going on, buddy?
How much? Not to interrupt you, but with the regional, I just want to say I bowled after you guys during the actual regional, and I shot 683. So I don't know what the excuses are.
Oh,
wow,
he's coming here and talking big game.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't feel like
Don Johnson's not that hard.
no, it wasn't hard. It was just all about execution. I felt like I had a good game plan. I just didn't execute in time, and that's my fault. So
So anyway, we got a spare time bowler up on the channel. So want to take a minute and introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Logan. I run the Spare Time Bowlers channel over on YouTube. Probably just find me by looking up Logan Hawley. So we do a lot of challenges. I see these guys at the alley all the time. And currently we're getting ready to run our first ever channel major. It's nothing too big. We're just going to get a bunch of guys, run a bracket because everyone keeps asking me to do that. So far we got 10 entries, and I'm trying to rope these 2 in so we get a better number. Any of the local guys that want to partake, the channel, I do a lot of stuff on there. We have our top 10 list for Sport Shot, House Shot. People are always welcome to do the videos. I'm way behind editing by like 5 videos right now. So
oh, just trust me.
Yeah.
Same here.
come support it.
I was say we're
Same
not far off.
here.
Literally, I have my laptop out with my free editing software of wonderful Microsoft Clipchamp that I'm finishing up the video right now.
Oh, see, I have Adobe Premiere.
Yeah, see, I just use what I got, and this is what I have.
Yeah. Well, I get it through school, but I have a
Oh, lucky you.
I have a pirated version of 2018 Adobe Premiere. So
Shut up, Braedyn.
I hate
Come
that
get
we have
me.
to go back to classes tomorrow. 'Cause I wish I could just be
yeah,
at.
I know. I don't wanna.
I don't know if you've
Sorry.
actually seen me, but I have seen you around campus.
Have you? I'm only there twice a
Yeah.
week, so I'm like twice a week for
Yeah,
one class.
I'm there all the time because I'm an electrical engineering major.
Oh, you poor soul.
Yeah.
You poor
I'm
soul.
also a national robotics champion through that now, though, so it's
Hey, there you
okay.
go. See, that's the fun thing about it is the robotics. We got to do a little bit of that for computer science, but computer science is so depressing. It's so depressing.
Yeah. So everyone, if there's even people watching, I'm sure there is, y'all should pop over to my channel. Hit a little subscribe button there, nice and red. Make it gray.
Don't forget to hit that bell too. Number one way to help out a channel. I say it at the end of every video.
Oh yeah. This video should be going up probably half an hour maybe.
I say I'm actually still behind on watching a couple of your videos. Honestly, I think the last one I saw was actually the one after the regional, so I might be caught up. I don't know.
I think you're pretty caught up, yeah. So I was supposed to do a video every week, but I've been or every day of this past week, but I've been so behind. I only did like 4 days.
So
I
we
say,
haven't
how's your 7
uploaded.
days of bowling going?
It's finished. Yesterday was the last day, and I only bowled 3 games yesterday. I gave up. I was exhausted. I think we almost hit 60 games for the week, so
Good Lord,
yeah.
I'm burning
There
out
was a
after like
video.
fucking 15.
There was a video filmed just about every day, or at least a couple shots.
Oh my
So
God,
I'm gonna try a different format for that video, and it should be. That's probably gonna be the next video after the one I'm editing right now.
Yeah, I know, because you used my Evoke to freaking as your tripod. Thursday night.
Yeah, I did do that during league, didn't I?
So
Yeah.
we haven't had an actual video because we had a little short video posted for our birthday since we shared our birthdays on March 9th. But an actual video hasn't been since January 23rd. So
Oh my God, has it been that long?
yeah, it's been, and then before that it was January 18th for our best of, and then before that was November.
Well, I mean, we've also had a decent amount of shorts and stuff go up in that time. So, I mean, at least we're getting some, and we've had some lives and stuff too. So, I mean, we're getting
We've
stuff
also had a
out.
commercial.
Oh,
We're going to talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear about that. I don't know how you made that happen.
Braedyn, do we want to jump into it right now?
What? For
the commercial?
Yeah, we can do that. That's on the topic. I was pretty much done with the regional.
I'd say we can kick back to the regional if you want afterwards.
Yeah.
So basically how it went down, Logan, was we were out in Michigan watching.
I'll let you tell the story. I gotta go real quick.
Okay. Watching his girlfriend bowl for college, right? She had her nationals out in Lansing. So we're on our way out and we're at this candy store. I forget what the fuck it's called. But anyway, and we were on our way out. We were, I think, in Cleveland is where this candy shop was. And I get a Facebook message, and Braedyn gets it too because it came to our group chat, our group account.
Interesting.
And she claims to be from Fox 40, and the whole thing was just, it looked official, but it looked weird at the same time because it came through Facebook. And John had messaged us about it. He's like, hey, did you guys see this? I'm like, yeah, I'm looking into it now. I'll keep you guys posted. So long story short, we go back and forth. I find her email on her LinkedIn page and I send her off an email. And I'm like, hey, just want to clarify that this was actually you. And not some scam just because it came through on Facebook and it really threw us off. And within moments, I heard back and she goes, yep, it's me. My name is blah, 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 blah. I've been with Fox 40 for this amount of time and this, that, the third. Long story short, we came up with an idea of what we were going to do. She sent us over the, not contract, but like the how listing. It goes down and the listings and the payment and the whole nine. And lo and behold, we had Braedyn, like a 5-minute phone conference just to make sure we were all on the same page.
Yep.
And sent everything in, and lo and behold, poof, we're on TV.
That's great. So how did she find you guys?
Through Facebook, she said, wasn't it?
Yeah, through Facebook. So Fox 40 got the bid to actually host some PBA events from FS1. And she wanted to have, or they wanted to have, whichever, local bowling people aired during the commercials. And I guess at the time she'd reached out. She told me the only one she told me she reached out to was us and Doug's Pro Shop. Ironically,
which they got theirs too.
Yeah, ironically, the only two that are actually out there. But I'm sure she reached out to others, and whether they just didn't do it or didn't get it in time or decided it was too much money or what have you.
Hey, I didn't get one. I don't know.
I mean,
I wasn't that big. It's okay.
I was gonna say, I mean, you gotta think in mind, spare time bowler. I'm sure, no offense, I'm sure there's more than one spare time bowler page out there.
Yeah, we
And then
haven't
not
come up
only,
with a good name, so
whereas, 607 Ballbusters, it's got 607 in the name,
Mhm.
and how many are there really gonna be out there?
That's very true.
So, actually,
We've been
I don't even
trying to come
remember
up
who
with a
came up
better
with the
name.
channel name, honestly.
It was
I
kind
don't
of
even remember
a
who the hell actually.
collective. It was kind of collective of the rebranding and everything.
Yeah.
Because I think we wanted to do something with 607
Yeah,
because we didn't want to do lettering anymore.
right. Because I know
Um,
I came up with the artwork for it for the
oh yeah,
rebrand.
yeah. I think
And
didn't your mom say something about it?
ironically, I think you might be right on that. I
Yeah,
truthfully
I think
don't
I
remember.
remember that.
Because we were gonna roll with something else, and I don't even remember what it was now. And then like we had everything all set, ready to go for that rebrand. And then my mom was like, "What about this?" I'm like, and I
What
pitched it to the
was?
guys, and she's like, and I don't even remember what the other one was, honestly. But
Yeah.
I pitched it to the guys, and they're like, "That's amazing. Let's do it."
Yeah, because we
See,
were trying
we
to work
want to
out logos
rebrand,
and
but we just
everything.
don't have a good name.
No, is it you and James? Is like the
So,
main.
so this is my channel. James is trying to get his own going, even though I told him he could probably just come on and we can be a group channel
Mm.
because you know how stubborn James is. So this is my channel. I just
This is me
host
saying
and
no.
do a lot more. And we've tried filming a couple for his channel. The first one, we did an old versus new balls. So we had my Don Carter rubber ball, and we actually found another guy with the same ball. So we did a Baker's match with us two versus James and one of the high school bowlers, but half of his files got corrupted.
Oh
Oh,
no no no
jeez.
no!
So he lost that whole video. And then the last one is this week during my video for the 7 days bowling. We filmed, I believe I bowled two-handed, and he gave me 50 pins of handicap just for me to beat him scratch in game one.
Wasn't this Thursday night?
I believe so, yeah.
Because I remember you guys talking to me about it.
Yeah, we ended up filming that. Who knows when he's going to post that because he doesn't have a job. He doesn't go to school, but he's still behind on uploads.
Too busy gaming.
I mean, that's what he says. He games and bowls. That's what he does for his living.
Damn.
Must be nice.
He has not cashed in a while in either things, though.
Yeah. I'd say he was on a hot streak at sweepers for a while.
Yeah, he won 2 in a row, and then the 1 week where I took a break, he actually ended up with another win, apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for the commercial, we have still one more or two more events.
We got more than that. Hold on. Let me pull it
Really?
up.
No, there's
I thought it was.
you have the whole
I thought it was
week
4.
or whatever the one.
I thought it was 4 that we had.
Well, so you have the 3 animal patterns, the major, and the raw home and doubles still. But at least 5.
Yeah. But oh my god, trying to get within that 15-second time constraint was that was hard.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
So I finally was able to piece together what we got to see. I feel bad for Aaron because that was the only clip I had at the time of him.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh.
I'm very incorrect. So we have the World Series of Bowling PBA World Championship Finals. That's April 21st.
Okay.
Then we had the PBA Tournament Champion Finals. That's April 28th.
Okay.
And then we had the PBA Playoffs Finals. That's May 19th.
So there's just 3 more.
So 3 more, but then it says that there's bonus slots, 10 bonus slots during that whole duration. I just have no idea when the hell they are because they're just kind of thrown in.
Yeah.
So if you're watching Fox 40 during something random, then you might see us.
Maybe that'd be
There
pretty
you go.
cool. I'm curious if for Doug's Pro Shop, because he got like a 30-second ad placement.
I timed it today. It's actually not as long as it seemed.
Oh, really? How long is it? Like 20?
Yeah. 17.
17 seconds? So only 2 more
Wow.
than us. That feels so much longer.
But half
It
of this
does.
stuff is B-roll.
Well, it's
Well,
like
no, 'cause
ours
he-
aren't anything special, too. It's just us striking, except for Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah, sorry. That was the
Which-
only clip I had.
Bullshit, because the video that you got everything else from had him striking.
Well, I couldn't find it, and I didn't feel like searching.
We got the T going on.
I just grabbed the clip, and I'm like, that looks
I'm
good.
just gonna drink my tea.
That's what I'm doing. My big ass mug.
But yeah, let's say I would say with we have another topic talking about the PBA events. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we do. Actually, Logan, you could probably chime in on this one too, honestly.
Oh yeah.
So there's been a lot of them since last podcast, but let's say I got to pull up the list real quick.
Yep. I'm doing that too.
Yeah, there's been too many.
So the last slide was what? Had we even done the Players Championship yet? That was in Wichita.
That's a good question.
So that was January 9th, January 15th. No, because we haven't done a live stream since December.
Has it been since
Wow.
December?
Yeah. So Bill O'Neill wound up
Yep,
winning
December.
that. And I think wasn't that over? It was over Tom Smallwood, wasn't it? Wasn't Smallwood second place on that one?
I believe
'Cause
so.
'Cause it was a show that Ryan Barnes made. Where he was like the third seed. 'Cause he had Chris By
Yeah,
and
Tom
Nate.
Smallwood won it. Or
Nate
took second.
Stubler, Ryan Barnes, Smallwood, and Bill
Smallwood
O'Neill.
and Bill O'Neill. Yeah.
And
what's
then
up, Brandyn?
the U.S. Open was next. And
Yeah. So Billy O'Neill beats Smallwood in that.
And then the U.S. Open, everyone was losing their minds during the qualifiers.
Oh, everyone was getting so mad.
It was Troop and who? Was it Belmo? I don't think it was Belmo.
Well, I think it was Tackett.
I'm getting the results.
Tackett was in the stepladder, but he wasn't in the finals.
I'm getting the results right here.
Oh wait, I think it was Simonson.
So
I think it was
yeah,
Simo.
it was so top Simo. So top 5 was Billy O'Neill again, Tackett, Belmo, Simo, and Troop.
Yeah, and then Troop won it.
Love you too, brother. Yeah, so Troop beat Simo in that one, or Simo as Brandyn calls him. There's Braedyn calls him rather, not Brandyn. Whatever the fuck your name is. And after that was the Illinois Classic.
Yep, and then Marshall Kent won that one. I was losing
Yes.
my mind watching the Motive Guys
Yeah.
Bowl. All
Kent
3 of
was
them.
good
There
job.
was 3 of them in the stepladder out of 5. 3 Motive Guys, all throwing the shock, all looking dog shit with it.
Yeah.
It didn't look like a good fit, and I don't understand. Like, I think EJ was the first one. Let me see real quick. Match 1, yeah, EJ was the first
Yeah.
one. Didn't look
It was
good.
EJ.
Match 2,
And then it was
AJ Johnson.
AJ
I think he switched.
He did. He switched into the Crimson.
No, yeah, I think halfway through he switched through. So at least he switched. Sean, and then he went back to
Sean
it. Didn't
Lever's
he?
spar. He did. He went back to it. He went back to it in the final match against Kent.
I'm like, oh my god. But Sean was throwing
But
it
then
too, and I'm like, Jesus
Yep.
Christ, throw something
Sean Lever's
different.
spar. Yep.
I feel like 90% of the time when you're watching the Motive Guys on TV, you're watching them throw the shock.
Yeah. Then you had the Pete Weber
Oh, yeah.
Missouri Classic. That was Simo over Billy O'Neill again.
Yeah. That one was fitting for Simo to win.
The door. We've been
Yeah.
trying to
Oh,
get him
100%.
in. I'd say-
Then after that
We're still
was
doing
the
it.
Just Bear PBA Indiana Classic. and that was Troop over EJ, 228 to 213. After that was the PBA Delaware Classic.
Mm-hmm.
That was Boo Kroll. That's when we were coming back from Michigan. That was Boo
Mhm.
Kroll,
Kroll.
and all those Brooklyn Strikes over
That
Thomas
was,
Kyoko.
That was a kind of a boring title match, honestly.
It
It
wasn't
was
great.
boring during that one.
And oh my god, it was so weird watching Thomas Tumas? Is that how you pronounce it?
Tomas
Tumas.
Kyoko.
It was so he two hands it but has a 300 rev rate. I'm like, that is so slow for a two-hander.
And he walks up so slow too.
I know. I think I saw a clip of a lady who was like behind him going,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was. That was funny. Come on.
I mean, it was nice to see some different faces, but that was kind of a bad showing for it. Then it was
we had
All-Star
the
Weekend.
Which that was just a bunch of different stuff.
Yep.
Which that was
And then-
really cool. The skills challenge.
Yeah.
And then today
And then
was
today.
USBC Masters. And who took it again?
That was
D Booker?
D-Ron Booker.
D-Ron Booker.
Yep.
D-Ron Booker. That's right.
That was De'Aaron Booker over Pat Dombrowski. So either way, once Belmo got eliminated, we were guaranteed a first champion.
Yeah.
First time since AA.
Yeah, and it was very weird because EJ he was like a constant second, and I think Deep Booker beat him out to qualify, and then that took him out. And I saw what he threw against EJ. I'm like, oh my Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Like 700.
D-Ron also was the one to take out Simonson.
Correct.
Yeah, Simonson, and then was Troop even like
Took
in the
he
contention
took
for
out-
this?
He did not make the top 64.
No. But Booker also took out Jake Peters. He took out, I think, Bill O'Neill, and then there's one other one that I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting who it was now.
He took out a lot of big names though.
He took out just about everyone who's won on tour in the last 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we have PBA World Series of Bowling. 15? Am I reading the Roman rules correctly?
I don't still have it up. Hold on.
XV?
No idea.
XV 15.
Yeah, okay, so I'm correct.
Yeah, 15.
They are bowling on.
That's starting this week.
Yep, they're bowling on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 oil patterns.
Yep.
That is insane. The Mark Roth is in there, so.
Yeah, that's what they're starting with, I believe.
Yeah,
no,
that's
they're
Roth
starting.
Coleman doubles.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Packy and Hoope being the reigning champs.
Give me EJ and Kent.
God, this is like such a long thing. It was so weird for the timing of the USBC, because if you looked at the schedule, it was like 10:30 for Fox, and then it was like, oh no, we're showing the rerun of the New York Astros game from yesterday. We're like, okay, so we'll play after that. Then it was MLB presenting the top 10 greatest moments from last season. I'm like, why?
Well, so if you actually look, it said at 10:30, but that was in Pacific time. It was 1:30. And if you actually looked at the Instagram of the PBA, they were saying 1:30. I mean, I keep up with a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Come on,
Brandyn.
Come on, Brandon.
Anyway.
That's Braedyn, not Brandon. I know we have both, but
yeah, it gets confusing.
Same difference.
Yeah, same difference. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
I say Brandon at least was in the chat. I don't know if he still is, but yeah, that's PBA recap.
Yeah.
Anyone have any bold predictions for Player of the Year this year?
It's not looking like anyone really. I would
I mean,
say Anthony Simonson, just because he's appeared so
O'Neal
much.
is going for it.
A nod to Troop.
Tackett's
You think what?
Tackett,
I think Tackett's gonna come back, win a title or two, and do it again.
maybe.
Tackett. I think Tackett would have to win every title the rest of the season.
Well, it's
I
not
mean,
like
if you
we've
look at
had
it,
like
Because he's
repeating.
because any show he's made, he's out within 2 rounds of starting.
Yeah, but at least he's making it.
He still made 5 shows in a row, though.
Yeah.
You can't deny that.
No,
And then he finished
and I
6th
wouldn't.
in the Masters.
I'm about saying.
However, I'm almost led to believe Billy O'Neill has a strong shot at it.
Why?
He definitely has
I
a
guess.
good shot.
But it's like so hit or miss because it's like everyone. We haven't had a repeating victor yet.
I think the last repeating. I think last repeating was
EJ.
It Belmo, or was it? EJ wasn't repeating. He's only won it twice. When you say repeat, you need like back. Oh, I thought you meant like back to back.
Well, yeah, that's why like back-to-back tournaments or no,
Oh,
so,
no, I thought you were talking
no,
back-to-back
not
player of the
back-to-back
year.
tournaments.
Oh.
I'm talking about like repeating, like they've won at least more than one tournament in a year, and we haven't had that
okay.
yet this year.
Oh. I thought Troop
It's been
won
different.
This year.
Troop could.
I thought you did too.
Did
I mean,
Troop-
he
oh,
won
yeah,
the.
Troop did
he
win
won
too.
The Open and then a small one.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Troop at
No
least
one's
has
won
two.
2 majors.
So I think Troop is in the lead right now for Player of the Year,
So
just because of
he's,
that.
he's probably in the year for point or in the lead for points for sure.
Probably.
I think it's gonna be
it's
between
him
him,
and
Bill
then
O'Neill,
Bill
and
O'Neill.
Simo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's him, Bill O'Neill, Simo, and then probably Tackett after that, or at least close to it.
Yeah.
I
Because
think
Belmo
Tackett
has
and
not
Cat are,
looked
like, right there.
impressive.
I know Belmo hasn't been on a whole lot of TV this year.
2, I
No.
think.
Yeah,
And he's kind of looked abysmal.
And I love how the only reason Tom Doherty's been on TV this year is because of the skills challenge. I'm sorry, I fucking hate Tom Doherty.
Why? What makes you hate him?
He is such a pompous asshole.
Pompous? Jeez.
That's one word to use.
Yeah.
He's arrogant. He's cocky. Don't like him.
Yeah.
Bold take.
But
What the hell else we got, Braedyn? Anything else? Anything else that's
I think that's all of our topics.
Is it?
Yeah.
Upcoming trackers, commercial, regional, updated. Yeah, that's just about everything.
I mean, if we wanted to circle back to the original, you could talk about your experience with it.
I mean, I didn't bowl in it, but
No, not you.
well, Logan, did you bowl in the regional, or did you do the thing? Or did you use your video?
No.
After?
So I was going to bowl the regional, but I had both my robotics competition and I'm kind of a broke college student. So
Fair enough.
didn't end up bowling it. So I bowled after both times. And then I actually bowled really good. And then the video was obviously filmed with Evan right after the stiff ladder finals.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I wish I could have bowled it. I felt I would have had a really good line. Really good. I mean, I know the alley, obviously, because that's where I learned to bowl.
Yeah.
So
I didn't move very much during practice. I'm like, it's not going to help. I'm like, I was fortunate to. I was on 3 and 4 early enough before it broke, and then people had to start bowling on 23, 24. I was like, thank God.
Oh, 3 and 4 broke during qualifying?
Yeah. It was like broke halfway through, so they had to start
hear about
using
that.
23, 24. That happened last year too. Some other lane broke, and we started to use 23, 24. I remember having to bowl on it. So
I plan on, if I'm in town next year, I will be bowling it, hopefully.
yeah. It wasn't, but it wasn't bad. I definitely felt like it did change during practice time. I felt like it was a little tighter during the actual regional. The practice felt a little looser. with my line. I was able to get a shots more cleanly in. I didn't feel like I had such a fine line at times. But I was able to just use my blue coral and Zen for most of it. And then at the end, I just didn't know really what to shoot until the last game. I busted out the blue coral again, and that looked the best out of anything. So I only brought the blue coral, the Zen, my Pride Empire, and my Crimson. Crimson didn't look horrible, but it was just, I think it was too early.
No
Just for
urethane?
the only urethane ball I have, or non-urethane, is my carbine tank, and I can't use that. They had a list of non-urethane balls you could use, and the only two motive ones on there are the only ones that are still available, which are the Yellow Jacket and the new Rampage Pearl. A lot of, not a lot of new use. I don't think I think I saw one. A few black
I
hammers.
saw a few.
I saw some black hammers, mainly from the lefties, and then I
Yeah,
saw a shit ton
the
of
stepladder
78s.
finals, it was all black hammers.
Yeah, I saw a lot of 78s.
Yeah, I threw my 78 when I was bowling on it, which it looked pretty good in my
Yeah.
opinion. At least with
Right.
my rev rate.
You had a 78.
Yeah, I won a ball raffle and got that for $10 brand new. It's great. Everyone's mad that I have it, but I throw it on just about any sport or short pattern.
That's fair. But when I was throwing my carbine tank, if I had it pinned, because I have it pinned down on my middle finger, if I had it pin up and kicked out a little bit, I think it would have looked better. But when I was bowling with it on the sweeper, I'm like, I don't like this line. So,
In this, I've only bowled the second sweeper, but I actually only missed the cut by 20 pins, and I was kind of salty about it.
I only missed the cut on the first one. I missed the cut. If I struck out my last game, I would have made it. I only missed it, I think, by 30 something. So
see, everyone was telling me if I struck out in the 10th, I would have made the cut. I actually ended up going from only striking once in the last game to striking out the 10th frame just to miss by 20 still.
Damn. Yeah, I kind of went down the second sweeper, but I came back with some better ideas for the actual regional, so that's what I cared about really. But we'll see if the next one comes around. We'll see if I do it again.
Yeah.
Because did you do last year's regional?
No.
Good. It was during the summer, and the AC was broken at the time at Ripix.
Yeah, I remember that because I came to watch some of it, and I left because there were so many people and it was so hot.
Yeah, and when you have to wear pants, you can't wear shorts. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And my suffering.
I've only been actually bowling for a couple years. So like 1 year ago, I had never even thrown on a sport pattern.
Oh, gotcha.
But now I did that entire sport pattern league at Ripix. Now I'm getting really a lot better lately.
Yeah.
You know, I've wanted to do the sports shot league at Ripix for a while, and like I subbed for Braedyn a couple times last year when he was gonna be out of town or whatever. But I've been loyal to the Friday Night League over Ideal now for 6 years. So I'm like, I can't see myself leaving that at least anytime soon. So I figure, all right, summer is my best opportunity to do the sports shot league. Obviously it's a lot more, revised and not as many people, but it's still it's something.
Yeah.
See, I would bowl it during the summer, but I do in a league both with my father to help him out and then my friend who wants to learn to bowl. So I don't want to do 3 leagues, especially when that's what I'm doing right now, and it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I'm just getting tired. And by Sunday, I'm just dead.
I would say I was only gonna be doing that Ripix one, and then they were like, "Hey, let's do one over at Midway." I'm like, I suppose.
But the main reason that we're doing the one over at Midway, is for an opportunity to redo last year's video.
Yeah.
Um,
That's about yeah.
Yeah, we're hoping to get at least some shots from the pros. I know last time I went to the party, I went to the junior one. We didn't film it, but we actually did a challenge with him where his first one to strike with a 6-pounder.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Needless to say, I beat Tackett and Matt Russo and everyone trying. I actually won, and to this day, Tackett owes me my $5.
Tackett still
You
owes
think
you
you're gonna
$5.
get that $5?
No, I don't expect it, but if he wins before the party, you bet I'm going up to him like, "Hey, you got my $5 yet?"
He's gonna be like, "What are you talking about?"
No, he probably does not remember me at all. Which honestly, that's to be expected. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a pro.
Troop.
See, I was impressed. But go ahead.
I was gonna say Troop remembered me a little bit. Because I did the Kyle Troop Invitational. And I won it somehow. I have the bell with his signature over here. And so he remembers me from that a little bit. But other than that, I wouldn't have expected him to.
Wow.
Yeah. So coming this year, EJ Tackett, Kyle Troop, Norm Duke, Parker Bone III, Jason Sterner, Bill O'Neill, Matt Russo, Verity Crawley, Kelly Kulick, Matt Ogle, Packy Hanrahan, Simo, Brandon Bone, Liz Culkin, BJ Moore, Danielle McEwen, and Sean Rash.
Yeah, it's a good handful of guys.
Yeah.
And girls.
Yeah. I was say we got Jason Sterner, and last year didn't we have his wife, or was he also there? I'm trying to remember.
No, Sterner had to miss it for some reason, and that's actually what brought Culkin in, because Culkin wasn't supposed to be there last year.
Okay, gotcha.
But and then so Culkin filled in for Sterner, but also filled in for Shannon O'Keefe because she was supposed to bowl with Kelly Kulick in the one match, but I guess messed up her back or something.
Yeah,
so
she was there.
So, oh yeah, she was there, but Shannon, Norm, and Bill O'Neill wound up giving lessons while all the bowling was going on.
Yeah, Norm Duke helped me out, and that's kind of what brought me.
I got a lesson from the Big Nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one year I did it, he had no idea what he was doing because the junior party was before the adult one. So he just came up to us older guys and we're like, "So what am I supposed to be doing here exactly?" And we're like, "We don't know. We're just bowling." He's like, "Oh, I'll just teach you guys or something." He just stood around and taught us for like the first half of it.
That's cool.
Until someone told him to go talk to other people.
Yeah, so I got this pin last year signed by everyone that was there.
Nice.
I think I still have it just over here. I have my first 300 ball autographed by a lot of them, but all the autographs have faded. You can't even see any of them.
Damn.
You can still kind of see that one. I don't know who the hell it is, but
yeah. So you got Walter Ray there. Tackett and Troop are fading.
I got
Russo, I think.
You can tell Troops you can tell Troops just by the smile, like the smiley face.
Yeah, and I mean Parker Bone III's is faded. Russo's is completely gone because he didn't even use like a Sharpie. He just had like a gold marker he did it with.
That's signed by Troop.
Oh yeah.
It is so dusty. I have not dusted this in a little bit.
Yeah. I also have a pin from doing the regional pro AM a year or two ago. I have Brad Angelo and stuff signed that one.
I didn't hear anything. Was there a pro AM for
Not this year, no.
Yeah,
there's not a pro AM this year.
Yeah, I was about to say I thought it was scheduled, but nothing happened.
So they originally scheduled it, but they realized they didn't have enough pros, so they didn't even put up flyers for it. So instead of doing the pro AM, I ended up just having my second to last week of league on that Friday night.
Gotcha.
Which Friday was the last day of it, which is bittersweet because I dropped 2 positions on the last day.
Oof.
Ooh.
It was a short pattern that was the first pattern of the year. Didn't remember what I was doing. Won the first game on my pair and then just lost my line and couldn't figure anything out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking the guys were behind me all season, and they got me by. I think each of them passed me by like 1 or 2 points in the last day.
Damn.
It sucked. I'm still it still hurts.
Oh. But
Oh hey, my video is posted, so if you're watching, go watch that when this is over. With my wonderfully crappy thumbnails. Everyone asks me what I do them on, and I'm honestly ashamed to say how I make them.
how do you make them?
This little thing called PowerPoint.
There's a program called what I use called GIMP, and it's like Photoshop, but it's free.
I'll have to look into that
Yeah.
because
I remember when I
PowerPoint and chat.
I remember back when I started my other channel, I was doing PowerPoint at first, and then I got a pirated version of Photoshop and started doing them on that.
There you go.
See, why are you yelling at me for it?
Because I don't have it anymore.
Well, you're stupid for not having it anymore.
I got a new computer that's a piece of shit. It was on my
Well,
laptop.
you should have kept it on the hard drive, man.
It was on my laptop, Braedyn. Fuck you.
USB drive. That's what I did with mine. Actually, I just had the whole old hard drive and I just transferred it.
When I got the channel up and running, I used a hard drive until it filled up, and now I've kind of just given up. And after I edit the videos, I just delete all my files.
Yeah, I truthfully have an external hard drive somewhere. I just truthfully have no idea where it is.
You're in here? Oh, there it is. There's the old hard drive.
Yeah.
It's in my shipping stuff from back when I ran my online business. I still have all that over here. Filled with Pokemon cards still.
Jesus.
I even realized how many I have so many packs there just sitting. Anyways.
But, all right. I think we're going to start to wrap this up here shortly. So, Logan, appreciate you coming on.
Yep.
We'll talk with you later, man.
Yeah.
Man.
If you guys want to do the major, just go onto the Facebook and fill out the Google form, and I'll put you guys in.
All right.
This man's got a Google form and everything. I love it.
He's
Oh,
prepared.
of course I do.
All right, buddy. We'll talk with you later.
All right. See you, man.
See you.
Boom, boom.
Boom.
Alrighty.
All right. Back to these two mugs. But anyway, y'all, I think we're going to at least start to wrap this up. Brandon, I don't know if you have anything else that you want to chat about or touch on or anything before we...
No, I think we touched on pretty much everything. When is my duplex coming to me?
Well, the one he hasn't put the order in for yet.
I figured for what, the 290?
No, the other one. The 300.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, literally, dude. We got because you shot that what, the Monday after our birthday?
Yeah.
Or was it the Monday after that?
I think so. The Monday after our birthday, yeah.
Yeah. So
Hold
literally,
on, here's a good way of checking. You posted it on live, so let's see.
Yeah, I did. When was it the 11th or was it or not the 11th? Yeah, the 11th. Was it the 11th or was it the 18th?
It was. Oh god, I gotta click on.
Or 19th, whatever the fuck that Monday would have been.
March 11th. So yeah, literally the Monday after our birthday.
All right, so you ready for this?
What?
We got the order for the next round of plaques that Monday, the 11th.
So another month is what you're saying.
Probably.
All right.
Don't
All
worry.
right, I gotta figure out.
You'll catch up to me soon.
Hey, now, it's coming. But
anywho, we'll talk with you more after we wrap this up, so don't drop out. But
all right.
guys, I think we're going to wrap this up. Special shout out to Aaron for popping on earlier. As also Logan for joining us for a little while. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell so you know more to help out the channel. Braedyn said it earlier. We're going to have at least one video coming out this week, maybe a couple. We're going to try and get back on a regular format.
Give me the
even if I gotta help
voiceovers
out
and I'll get the other one up.
even if I gotta, help out with the editing and stuff, we'll get stuff back on a regular track here. Because we got a big video to film in June that I'm very excited for. But other than that, guys, with that doubles league, we are toying with the idea of, if service is good enough, doing a video series or a live stream, kind of like what Darren and Lance do over on his channel.
I would say we can do
So
a
we're
video
trying-
series with that.
Video series, I think,
Yeah.
gives you a week to get it uploaded.
You have those.
For the next one.
Those wireless microphones, don't you?
I do. I have to make sure that they are still functioning because they were acting kind of weird last time.
Because I've been toying with the idea of getting some, and then they plug right into my camera. So
Yeah. I say mine won't do that, so we may want to look into that method.
yeah, because mine is just like a little aux thing for the receiver,
Yeah.
and it just plugs into the camera. So
Yeah, we can definitely look into that.
Okay.
For sure. But anyway, guys, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell so you know to help out the channel. For 607 Ball Boxers, I'm Zach.
I'm Braedyn.
It's weird without having the rest of us here, but we'll be
I
talking to
know.
you guys later. Peace.